Shalom. This is to all Israelite groups and all Israelite communities and all breakoffs from One West and breakoffs from breakoffs from breakoffs no matter what rainbow uniform you wear, red, white, purple and white, all white, it don't matter. You should all treat the ISUPK like your weird, misunderstood Sabbaths. You shouldn't do anything until you counsel with the ISUPK. We'll tell you when and what to eat. We'll tell you who to marry. We'll tell you who to have sex with and how. We'll tell you how to resolve conflicts with your wives. We'll tell you how to resolve conflicts with your kids, your brothers, your sisters, your parents, your friends, everybody. We'll tell you when and how to pray. We'll tell you how to direct your life in a way that's pleasing to the Most High God of Israel and our Black King Yahushua, a.k.a. Jesus Christ. We will be to you instead of a God. Just like the Most High told Moses in Exodus 4:16 that Aaron would be to him instead of a mouth and he would be to Aaron instead of a God, that's what we'll do for you. It is what you all need because none of you know what the fuck you are doing. I pray you understand. Shalom.
If she has your DNA and it's in you, she's going to want to connect. And once she sees how magnificent and how powerful, and even this form that you did, this profound display of love, you know, in having this platform, I think it's going to blow her mind because, what you're doing here is not just selfish. You're using this situation to help other people find their way. And so even in that where, it's benefiting her, she'll be able to see this. This is part of her legacy. You're part of her legacy. But other people will be able to share in this and say, thank you, brother, because this podcast, this show saved my life.
Shalom, Israel, with the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. And you know what time it is. It's the Lord's 57th annual Passover, and it's going to be held in Houston, Texas on April 4th. Don't forget, bring your family, bring your friends, because this is going to be the time that so-called Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans can come under one roof in one house and to serve the Lord. It's that time. $200 per person. Don't forget, over the age of 17. Don't forget the Lord's Passover. It's coming.
Kingdoms ours, all the heathens forbidden. The chosen bow down to no one. It was written.
Would you be happy if you stayed where you are in life and job forever? If the answer is yes, then this video is not for you. But if you want to finally achieve the time, location, and financial freedom you know you deserve, then this new career may be the answer to all your prayers. Because what I'm about to reveal to you is unlike anything you've ever seen.
Don't let your strongest muscle be in your goddamn them Twitter fingers, nigga. Boss that nigga, man. Get your shit together, man. I'm over it. So ready. Over it. So ready, nigga. Coming on this bitch real fresh, bulletproof, high shoot, bitch, you better wear your vest. She try to get something off her chest, but the drip on her head made a mess. I'm a real piece of profit on this one, but nighttime sheet, I'm a beast. I'm like, here, eat it up, baby, eat. Here, eat it up, baby, eat. I walk with my pole like a pimp in the state that I got up a ton. I walk around with a lot of blaze, I lit a rip on her, yeah. Tonight it's a ride, I got a show, live show, and the niggas still indie. Hey, UPK niggas winning, UPK niggas gifted. Hey, I had a little money, but I lost a little money for that punk ass job. Now I'm getting paid off passion, so it's only right that I stunt. All the niggas wanna hate, frustrates on the face, boy, love wasting time. I don't hate being around broke minds. I motivate their ass and they grind. And that's a real ass leader, real ass nigga, 2G short in the flesh. And I'ma eat my plate so good, I'ma let a little bit while the dish. And I'ma beat down your block so rich, top off, you'll feel every leg. I went to another bitch house, cause that bitch ain't clean up the kitchen. And I ain't saying no names, give a goddamn shit, let that motherfucker learn. I left my phone unlocked, woke up, bitch had a damn chalkboard in front. Wanna know who it is, who the fuck is that bitch? I ain't telling no business. And I bought another motherfucking chopper, and that bitch came with some haters, but hey, I'm overrated. Pass overrated. I'm overrated. Pass overrated, nigga. I'm overrated. Pass overrated. I'm overrated. Pass overrated, nigga. I pass overrated. My money coming steady. I'ma rock out my good talk. Hey, the women looking good. Got them white cross. I was trying to see who got good talk. South Carolina, where them 5 thick women, they better know how to cook up. Hey, never say the bitch from scratch. That'll keep a nigga, yeah, on stop. I be in Atlanta with the hitters. Zone 6 rockin' with a nigga. Had a nigga walk up to a G, but couldn't get past my security. Yeah, I go out, that's my dog already, and the priest too official. Niggas in the world traumatized, tryna buy a trip off a nigga. But when keep shows coming, keep these hoes running hill for a change, he'll fly. But I gotta keep my fly slide on me, cause these nat bitches lying. I'm in North Carolina doing real big shit, I been got new ties. If you ain't round broke, boy, you tired. But me and my niggas, yeah, pass overrated. Pass overrated. Overrated. Pass overrated, nigga. Pass overrated. Pass overrated. Overrated. Pass overrated, nigga. That's the Pass Overrated, man, mixtape. EP, whatever you want to call it. I'm feeding y'all more. Y'all run this shit up, man. Do this shit for the Lord, man. Pass Overrated, man. UPK South Carolina, man. Shaw 2G. Come on, I see you, nigga. Come.
Shalom. Back at it again, man. The Lord's 57th annual Passover. Back at the B&H Ranch. It's going down, man. Hey, Shalom, Israel. We're back again in Houston, Texas at the B&H Ranch. It's going down this time for the 57th annual Passover. Let me tell you, man, it's going to be a glorious event, as usual, down in the Wild Wild West. This year, man, we're going to have everything at the ranch, man. The lamb slaughter, General Mahaiman's class, the children party going to be glorious, the black party going to be glorious, and you already know the Passover going to be amazing. And the Feast of Unleavened Bread is going to be here. It's going to be an amazing event. Come out. It's going to be $200 for everybody under 17. Make sure you pay that. You know what? We're really giving it away. You're getting too much for free, pretty much. This is a free Passover almost. $200 ain't nothing. So, man, I'm telling you, come out, support the truth. ISUPK.com, home of the truth. Hey, man, Passover.
He parted the Red Sea, and the entire nation of Israel walked out of slavery.
The ISUPK presents the Lord's 57th annual Passover, April 4th, 2026 in Houston, Texas. You do not want to miss this one, Israel. Shalom.
Concentrate fire on the target. Enemy battleship sunk. Enemy battleship Enemy submarine spotted. Attention, reporting a target position. Enemy heavily damaged.
They said free the Palestinians, then celebrate the death of native Indians. How these other races gon' take us serious? They don't. It's silly thinking you can fight oppression with a vote. I'm so woke, I got sleep deprivation. Belly of the beast giving birth to a nation. You know how I feel to have culture and they take it. It'll never be peace. Tell them free the reservation. Till it's backwards. They don't know that they exist no more. Ever try reaching out for help and you just get ignored? Pick up vices like drugs, your child fill a void. They get a youth life sentence for killing. He was just a boy. Niggas poor, what we living for? Life a gamble, it's like 10 or 4. Police hands around your neck, they just hit record. We in war, man, this ain't the norm. But you don't know how I feel to be black. Yeah, you don't know how I feel to be black. Yeah, you don't know how I feel to be black. Yeah, you don't know how I feel to be black. Yeah, you don't know. Mama on the stage crying. She just lost her only son to gang violence. Pops level 4 yard talking through the fence. Have you ever tried to hug your loved ones through a fence? Have you ever been hated just because your skin? Have you ever worked all week and couldn't pay your rent? Life a trip, I'm trying to catch my balance. Every step feel like I'm walking backwards. Credit card, but gotta check the balance. I come from where it's rough, that's why my heart callous. They want you to fall weak, that's a war tactic. Look how we live, what's scary than that? What you know about crossing the Darien Gap? Risk of life to live in hell or bury your kids. Either way we gotta suffer and they just get rich. Life a bitch, why I waste time telling you that? Cause if you ain't a nigga like me, you don't know how I feel to be black. Yeah, you don't know how I feel to be black. Yeah, you don't know how I feel to be black. Yeah, you don't know how I feel to be black. Yeah, you don't know.
Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The ISUPK, under Commanding General Yahana, presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026, in Houston, Texas. All Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person, ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under Commanding General Yahana. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and warlike apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us. Watch where you stepping. I seen heaven turn to hell, I gotta stay alive. Lord have mercy on my soul, stand by my side. I killed the old man and I watched him die. Lost a couple niggas, guess he wasn't my round. They play my niggas, lay you down, they all down to ride. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. I gotta stay alive. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. Tell me we don't live in hell. My brother doing 55 in that cell. Nigga claiming he your round here spin shell. Same nigga you put on to hit the stand and tell. How the fuck you turn your back on a nigga that love you? Treat your kids like my kids, treat you like a brother. I told my dog, let's leave the streets to serve the most high. He said, fuck that shit, he trying to sell another pie. His daddy killed him, put him in the trunk, set him on fire. His wife was pregnant, he ain't never get to see his child. Had me thinking to myself, what happened if I die? Look my babies in the eyes, I gotta stay alive. I put my ego on the shelf and my pride to the side. I'm with some niggas who gon' step and got God on their side. Got in the ISUPK, they keep asking me why. As I do the work of the Lord, I gotta stay alive. Face the east, pray alive. I seen heaven turn to hell, I gotta stay alive. Lord have mercy on my soul, stand by my side. I killed the old man and I watched him die. Lost a couple niggas, guess he wasn't my round. They play my niggas, lay you down, they all down to ride. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. I gotta stay alive. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive.
You ever pump a pack with a snake by your side? Yes, I see a man reach out to God before he died. Yes, I did. I know the Lord forgive us for these sins, but I'm starting to think the kingdom of heaven is for these kids. I told my daughter, there's one man in your bed, I won't stand for less. Put my son, I hit your head on that fragile legs. I lost some niggas to that dope, I lost niggas to the feds. Remember Jono tried to stick me for that G's on that bread, yeah, I was thugging with Lucky and that nigga left me for dead. Endured to the end cause I listened to what was said. Mother told me she loved me when she was sick up in the bed. I was running them streets but the truth made me a man. Shit I don't really speak cause she'll never understand. That's why I ain't even tell her about these voices in my head. I'm still trying to manage my anger like Uncle Craig.
I seen heaven turn to hell, I gotta stay alive. Lord have mercy on my soul, stand by my side. I killed the old man and I watched him die. Lost a couple niggas, guess he wasn't my round. They play my niggas, lay you down, they all down to ride. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. I gotta stay alive. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive.
It's that time of year. We're going to be in Houston, Texas from April 1st to April 5th, celebrating the Lord's 57th annual Passover under Commanding General Yohana. Jam-packed, full of events, line dancing, fishing, horseback riding, rides for the kids, bounce houses, and the annual lamb slaughter held at the BH Ranch. And it ain't no party like the all-black party, the annual all-black party. 14149 Player Street in Houston, Texas. You know it's going to be lit. All leading up to Saturday, April 4th, the Lord's 57th annual Passover. You still got time. Go to ISUPK.com to pay your Passover fee. 18 and over, $200. You do not want to miss the Lord's 57th annual Passover. Houston, Texas. Shalom.
If you're a producer who hates AI, this plugin might change your mind. This is Reimagining CoProducer. You can take any sample you find and flip it into infinite one-of-a-kind variations that are unique to you. Here's how it works. Just open up your DAW and drop in the CoProducer plugin from Output. It listens to your track and finds samples that match your vibe, key, and rhythm. Just search for a sample you're looking for.
You ain't no Israelite, but you a gospelite, bitch. What you talking about?
Hit that nigga on wall, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade you line up. Young nigga name is Slayer. What you think? Boy, you be done to try. Soft cold shit, we bout it. UPK, you solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood. Hood. More than you, bitch. Sharp on shit, I'm about it. UPK too solid. Fuck nigga don't want war. It ain't enough clips in your army. All the bitches wanna take my piece. All the hoes wanna take my piece. All the nigga wanna take my piece. No, I can't let a dog take it from me. I can't let a dog take it from me. You a hoe study and you dummy. And these bitches really out this bitch walk around like they don't know nothing. And a lame nigga fall for them and get set up for the coins and get gunned down, man down. Should've took the time, get a damn no. But I see the sorrow and I show her. She could never get a priest hold. You a dirt ass, rust ass neck bitch with a fake ass touring. In Tennessee while I'm touring. That's a Tennessee, but she luring. And a sucker duck bitch ass boy, fuck nigga over that bitch muggin'. I say, hit that nigga on wall, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade you line up. Young nigga name is Slayer. What you think? Boy, you be done to try. Soft cold shit, we bout it. UPK too solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood. Hood. More than you, bitch. You a lame nigga down to me. Eat candy, but I'm sucker free. You a little nigga, ain't none of me. Base up, boy, I fit a beat. Yeah, AR-223. Draco with a magazine. Yeah, the clip run like limousine. I shoot your ass in the spleen. Boy, I bust your ass in the temple. We debating by the temple. Tell the truth, boy, you's a victim. And you scoring off like a lizard. Nigga walk down my road. Why does nigga come down my road? Boy, come down my road. Boy, I charge your ass toll fee. I'm a real big priest, nigga. UPK play for keys, nigga. Commander General get a damn order, but ain't nothing to me to damn kill you. I stuck his ass like a cat. All weapons, boys full of tech. Boy, like a close combat. Nigga, I popped off for a neck. Hit that nigga on wall, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade you line up. Young nigga name is Slayer. What you think? Boy, you be done to try. Soft cold shit, we bout it. UPK too solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood. Hood. More than you, bitch.
Christ said 7 women gonna be on one nigga in the end time. Nigga, fuck wrong with you, boy? Stressed by that damn hoe ass bitch. Fake ass nigga too. Dumb ass motherfucker. Fuck you.
Yo, Shalom Israel. I'm preaching Officer God Kawan out of Atlanta, man. And tonight is the Brotherhood class. Let's clap it up for the Brotherhood class. Yo, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Baraka thumb to my brothers. Yahweh Shamar Allah thumb by Hashem Yahushua to my sisters. We are the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. We started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. And since 1969, these priests and prophets have bringing out the truth. We have been bringing out the true identity of the Israelites of the Bible. And those are blacks, Native Indians, Hispanics, and those are who the true children of Israel are. Those are the true children of antiquity. Those are the true bloodline chosen people of God, man. God chose us to be a special people, man. And since 1969, man, under Commanding General Yohana, we've been bringing out who those people are. We've been bringing out your true identity. We've been giving our brothers and sisters an identity. We give our brothers and sisters a culture. We give our brothers and sisters a code of ethics, man, of how we should be conducting ourselves, man, how we can get the Most High God to turn his eye back to his people. How do we get the Most High God to heal our people? How do we get the Most High God to heal our land? That's by giving our people that identity that they so hopefully that's what they hope for, man. Our people be looking for an identity, man. That's why all of our brothers and sisters in so many different types of cultures, man. We got brothers and sisters that are getting into the Arab culture, the Muslims. We got brothers and sisters getting into that new age religion, that Hinduism, that woke, vibrational crystal rock. They be howling at the moon. We got sisters howling at the moon out here, man, because they don't know who they are. Our sisters and brothers, man, we lack that identity, man, and it's like a fatherless child, man. What is a fatherless child gonna do? He's gonna get out here and try to figure out who he is, and he's gonna gravitate, and he's gonna not only gonna gravitate, he's gonna accept and become whatever he sees, and whatever he sees, majority of the time, is not who he is, man. So that's why we attach ourselves to all these different cultures, man. We attach ourselves to all these different doctrines, man, and these different understandings and all this foolishness, man, because we don't have an identity, man. So long story short, man, we give our people that identity, man, and with that, teach our people how to move, how to live, man. Teach our people how to survive, man, in this wicked world, man, because it's rough out here, man. It is rough out here. So what we're gonna do tonight, man? Tonight is the law class. Tonight is the law class. We're gonna get into a little bit of history. We're gonna get into the history of the law. We're gonna get into how to serve the law, how to do the law. We're gonna get into what your obligation is as the children of Israel, man, because just because you find out your identity, that's not the end of it. Like, you not only are supposed to find out who you are, but when you find out who you are, you have an obligation, man. You have a call to action, man, and that call to action is to serve, man. Name of this class is the duty of a priest, man. We're gonna get into the royal priesthood, man, which was the original plan of the Most High God, man. The Most High God originally planned for all of Israel to be priests, man. He didn't originally plan for it to be one tribe. He didn't originally plan for it to be a small group of people. He originally planned for all of us to be royal priests, man. And by us being royal priests, man, you come from a royal lineage, man. That's what I gotta continue to teach my young brothers, man, and my young sisters, man. Teach my people, man, that we come from a royal line, man, of priests, man. We come from a special line, man. You not only come from a special line, you come from the chosen line. Man, it's crazy. I hear a lot of our brothers and sisters speaking on chosen people, but the Most High God never chose a specific individual. He chose Israel. He chose the nation of Israel, which are 12 tribes, to be his chosen people, man. He chose the nation of Israel, the 12 tribes, to be that peculiar people, to be that set apart people. He chose us to all be holy. He chose us all to live righteously, man, and choose just one person. So he chose all of his people, man. That means all the way down to the youngest to the oldest, man, from the least to the great. He chose all of y'all, man, all of us, man. And all of us, man, we come from a special bloodline, man. So we're going to get into the bloodline we come from. We're going to get into how the Most High God has only chose us, and how this book that we read, that we call the Holy Bible, man, is only for Israel, man. Literally only for the children of the Most High God. It's only for the children of Israel, man. So where we going to start at? We going to get into a little bit of these scriptures, man. Most High Christ, man. The water for checking in. Adawan. Shalom to Christ.
Yes, priest. What's happening?
Yeah, how about Shimmy Shah Brakatah, Adawan, man? Everything's wild. Everything's wild, man. Appreciate you for checking in, money.
Already.
Most High Christ. So, what we gonna start off with? We gonna get into some of these scriptures, man. We gonna get into the definition of a priest, the definition of the priesthood, man. What is a priest, man? What does a priest do? What is the priesthood? What is the purpose of the priesthood, man? What exactly are these things, man? What is a priest, man? We're going to get to the Strong's definition. A priest is a minister of a priestly office. A minister of a priestly office. That means the priests were tasked with serving the Most High God, man. because that's what we're supposed to do, man. We are here to serve God, man, and we're also here to serve each other, man. But that was literally the task of the priest, man, to serve the Most High God. I hear a lot of people saying that, or a lot of people under the assumption, man, that God is here to serve us, man, and that could not be any further from the truth, man. That couldn't be, you couldn't be any more mistaken, man. We are not, the Most High God is not here to serve us, man. We are the creation, not the creation, man. We are here to serve God. I know most of, I hear it on Instagram, I hear it on Facebook, I hear it on social media all the time. God don't play about me. You know, God got me. That prosperity verbiage, man. The whole, like, God owes you something, man. But it that couldn't be much farther from the truth, man. This is actually the exact opposite. We owe the Most High God, man. God don't play with you if you follow his rules. We was put here, man, to follow the Most High God, man, and we put here to serve him, man. So we about to get into these priests, man. Priests were literally tasked, and they were literally ordained to serve the Most High God. Not only serve the Most High God, but serve that office, man. They were originally the mediators between man and God. So a mediator, what a mediator was basically a middleman. I know brothers know that drug talk or whatever when it comes to middleman. They're just middleman of any type of product. A middleman is someone who connects you to what you're trying to get. The middleman is who connects you to that power, to the power of what you're trying to achieve. So the priests were tasked with being the middle ambassador or the middle liaison, basically that connection between the Most High God and the people, man. It's almost like a me and my red, we was talking earlier, man. It's like a lawyer. How a lawyer is tasked with being your mediator between you and the judge. The lawyer knows the legal verbiage. The lawyer knows the legal language. The lawyer, a lot of the time, knows the judge, even on a personal level. A lot of times they don't. But the lawyer also the lawyer knows the rules, man. The lawyer knows what you are, or what they know the law. These scriptures that we get into, man, is legal talk, man, to say the least, man. A lot of the stuff that we read, I don't know if we notice, or a lot of people don't notice, but this is literally like law talk. This is legal. These are legal terms and legal wording with all of it. So mediator is literally just like a lawyer. A lawyer knows the law. The lawyer damn near knows all the rules, and they know what goes and what doesn't. So they are basically like your mediator between the judge. So that's basically what the priests were. The priests were the lawyers to the people, man. Whenever the people were to break the law, you had to get with the lawyer to wipe that law clean, or to get you free from the law. Also, priests were also known as like the police, man. When we think about the law, we kind of gotta think about it in practical terms as well. When we think about the law, and when we think about priest and the priesthood and the office and the task that they held, they also were the enforcers of the law. So we look at them as not only it's crazy to say it, they was technically kind of like a lawyer, but they was also the police who would police the law. So whenever you broke a law, you better be looking over your shoulder, because a priest was the one who was gonna bring that click clank down on you. And a lot of times they would bring that death down on you, and they would enforce that law like the police enforce the law. And that's why like a lot of the Paul epistles, man, get sticky, man, because most people don't understand or relate priests to being the ones that were enforcing the law and being like the police of that law. So that's basically like the priest office, or the priest not objective, but that was their task. Their task was to mediate between man and God. Their task was to enforce that law for God, and their task was to uphold and keep the priestly duties, man. They was tasked with keeping up the tabernacle, keeping up the temple, doing the temple duties, man, carrying out the sacrifices, which would be your recompense, or which would reconcile the laws that you broke, man. So the priests had pretty much, they had a heavy task, man. They had a heavy workload, man. And these were the Levites, man. Let's if we could, let's get into some scripture, man. I don't want you feel like reading, sir?
No sweat, I got you.
Most High in Christ, the water, I don't want. Oh, no, so I don't want. We got someone else in the back chat. Salaki. I can't see who it is. It's a little far. We got someone else in the back chat. So that's what the priest duties was. The priesthood. What is the priesthood according to the Strong's definition, or according to the Zondervan Bible Dictionary? And we're gonna get into like the priesthood, what that means according to like Merriam and Webster. The priesthood, Most High in Christ. Yo, the water for checking in, Adawan. Appreciate that. The water.
Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatah.
Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatah, the one. The water to y'all for tapping in tonight, man. So the priesthood, that was literally the office, also the duty of a priest, the responsibilities to mediate between God and his people. That was the priesthood was the title that the priest held. The priest would do a duty, and the title and the officeship or the work that they did was the priesthood. So that's the word that kind of I wouldn't say embodied, but that was the word for the title. So that's the priesthood. The priest carried out the priesthood, and that was their duties, their objectives, their tasks that they would carry out, man. If one I don't want, if you could, Baba Kashah, can you get the book of 1 Peter chapter 2 and 9? We're gonna start in the New Testament, man. We're gonna start in the New Testament to kind of tap into the importance, man, of being a priest today. Even though that the Levitical priesthood is over with, and we're gonna get into that as well. The importance of being a priest today, man, and the importance of Israel, man, the importance of you brothers, man, and you sisters, man. Why you are important, how the Most High God sees you as above all nations and not below. How the Most High God sees you, Israel, as the apple of his eye. That's not scriptural, but you get what I'm going with that. You are his chosen people, man. The Most High God has a favorite everything. He has a favorite color. He has a favorite animal. He has a favorite tree. The Most High God literally has a favorite everything. And I don't see why it's so far-fetched that he has a favorite people. Why he has a chosen people. And that's who these scriptures are written for. And it says it time and time again that these scriptures are written for the Most High God's chosen people. His favorite, man. Who he chose to be above all, man. And we can see that in the New Testament as well as the Old. So we're going to bounce back and forth from the New Testament and the Old. I guess can we start with the other one, if you could, Baba Kashah?
Go on. This is the book of 1 Peter chapter 2 and verse 9.
Come.
But ye are a chosen generation.
That's you, Israel. That's you, black man, native Indian man, Hispanic people. He chose a chosen generation. He chose a chosen people, man. And that's blacks, Native Indians, and Hispanics, man. Nobody else on the planet. So Salaki.
A royal priesthood.
Khan. We chose to be that special people, that chosen generation. We would chose to be royalty. We would chose to be rulers over the planet. When you think about royalty, you think about monarchs. When you think about monarchs, you think about families that are set apart. And that's why our family was set apart, which means to be holy. When you think, that's literally what royalty is. That's literally what a monarchy is. A set apart people that aren't like the rest of the people. These are a special people, and that's why you have the royal court, and everything is laid out, and it's all these special privileges, and these it's certain rules for different people outside of these monarchies or whatever. That's what God chose you to be. He chose us to be royal priests, man. So not only did he teach us to be holy and set apart, he also chose us to be his mediators, man. And we're here to serve him and to serve our people by mediating the word of the Most High God to the rest of his people, and after the rest of his people to the rest of the world, man. So Salaki. Okay.
And holy nation.
That's right.
A particular, Salaki, a peculiar people.
A peculiar people, man. That's set apart right there. That's special. Like when you think about something peculiar, peculiarity. Excuse that. Peculiarity is
right.
Yo, Salakia. But yeah, peculiar people, man. That's not like the rest. That means you are different. That's the water, sis. That is unusual. You are unusual people. That means you're not the usual. It means you're something above the usual. You're something above the ordinary. You're not common. Chose us to be that people, man, for the planet, man. We supposed to be the people that aren't common. We're supposed to teach the people the not only the laws of God, but how to. Well, the laws of God is conducting ourselves in the right way, but we supposed to teach our people and the rest of the people God's word, man. Teaching them how to conduct ourselves, man. Salaki, you can continue, sir.
That ye should shew forth the praises of him who hath called you out of darkness into his marvelous light.
Most High in Christ. We're supposed to show forth the praises of the Most High that has called us out of our filth, man. The Most High God called us out of so much wickedness, man. I know when I was in the world, I was doing, man. We was wicked, man. We are dirty rags, man. Those of us who are born again, we're gonna get into the born again thing, man, because we're gonna touch on that as well, man. But the Most High God called us out of darkness, man. The scriptures say that his word is a lamp into our feet. That is the light, man. That's what helps us see. That's what helps us navigate. You can't navigate without light. If you're outside in the pitch black, say you outside trying to get somewhere at nighttime and there are no street lights. You ain't got a flashlight. You ain't got that word of the Most High God is what guides you, man. That's the light, man. And the Most High God he has taken us from that darkness, man, and given us the light, man. The light is his word, man. The light is the law that teaches us how to live, man. You ain't gonna live long walking in darkness, man. You mess around and walk off a cliff. And that's how we was living at one point in time. So the Most High God has chosen us to be royal priests, man, to lead and to guide our people, man, out of that darkness and into this marvelous light, man. This New Testament right here, man. The Most High God has called all blacks, Native Indians, and Hispanics, man, to be royal priests, man. That's a calling, man. We might as well call that a commandment, man. The Most High God has commanded us to be priests unto him, man. It's because he chose our people, man, as a special people. And how I'm gonna prove that he originally chose us to be special people. We're gonna tap into some of the Old Testament too. If you could, out of one yum, can y'all get the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and 6?
This book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6.
Damn, you already there, my good night. The water, sir.
No sweat.
Come.
For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Thou art ordinary people.
Holy people.
Thou art common. We are common people.
Holy people.
Nah, we like that song back in we everyday people.
Holy people.
How that song used to go? Everyday people. That's what we supposed to be, right? Salakia. Con out of one con. But thou art a holy people, man. We are a set apart people, man. The Most High God chose and he ordained us to be holy. We're supposed to be set apart, man. We ain't supposed to be like everybody else, man. He gathered us up out of the dust of the ground, man. He gathered us up out of the lowest state, man. And that goes for everybody that's even found this truth, man. We were in a low state, but the Most High God gathered us up out of that low state. And he created us to be a holy people, a set apart people. Come on, if you could finish, sir.
Con, the Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
Chose us to be a special people unto himself. It just keeps on getting redundant, man. Keeps on saying the same thing. He has chosen us, man. He has chosen you to be a special people unto himself, man. That means his special people. Come.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Dang. He said below? He said we're supposed to be equal.
Above all.
Equal. You say equal, right?
Above all.
Come on. The water, sir. The Most High God chose us to be above all people. He chose the nation of Israel, not all other nations. You can't find nowhere in the scriptures where it says all other nations were chosen to be his people. He chose us to be above all people. These scriptures are literally specific to God's chosen people, man. That's what he chose, man. He chose us to be above all people, man. That means he chose us to be in rulership. What is rulership? He chose us to be in leadership. We are supposed to be leading the rest of the planet to live righteous. When the righteous get into rulership, the rest of the planet won't be eating crab, shrimp, pork. The rest of the world, there won't be disease like there is today, man. There won't be hypertension. You won't have high blood pressure from eating funky bacon. The world will be eating beef bacon when the righteous are in rulership, man. That's delicious, by the way. Y'all should all try. That's a little bit more expensive than than everything else, but that beef bacon beef bacon is thunder. It's fire.
Right.
Salakia, that's like the best. Yeah, that's the best, man. That's the best bacon. That's way better than turkey, man. You can throw that turkey bacon in the trash. But I mean, it's better than if you ain't eating, it's better than eating pork. But that beef bacon, that's him. But the world would be living properly. The world would not be eating catfish. We wouldn't be having these fish fries, eating funky catfish. When the catfish is eating the goop scoop off the bottom of the ocean floor. We wouldn't be eating that trash. We wouldn't be eating lobster and calling it a delicacy, and it costs $40 for you to eat trash or the trash collector. We wouldn't be eating none of that. So we would, when the righteous are in rulership, there'll be optimal health. When the righteous are in rulership, there will be righteous relationships. When the righteous are in rulership, there won't be the misinterpretation of adultery and fornication. There won't be none of that. There won't be no fornication. There won't be no adultery. There won't be drug use. We won't have no drug dealers, man, because we will be smiting anybody down that would literally poison our people, man. When the righteous are in rulership, man, the world will rejoice, man.
Salaki.
Oh yeah, come on, Salaki.
Right,
but that's why the Most High God chose us to be above all people, man, because Israel is supposed to be in rulership. Israel is supposed to be the leaders of the planet, and we're supposed to show the rest of the world how the Most High God wants people to live, man, and how the planet is supposed to conduct ourselves, man. There'll be a moral compass, man. There won't be no more stealing. There won't be no more coveting, man. The Most High God will use his come.
I had that precept if you like it.
Oh yeah, Most High Christ, absolutely. The water.
This book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 2.
Absolutely.
When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
Damn right.
But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn.
The water for that, sir. Give that a hand right there, man. That's nothing but facts right there, man. That's nothing but truth, man. That's nothing but nuclear bombs, man. That's heavy material right there, man. When the Most High God's people, which he originally, that was his original intentions for all of Israel to be these priests. When these priests and prophets, these daughters of Zion, are in rulership, these when they are in rulership, the world will rejoice, man. The animals will rejoice. We won't have any more extinct animals. We won't have any more animals on the extinct list. No more endangered species. We won't have these sinkholes. We won't have these tsunamis, man, from all the foolishness that's going on, man. I mean, of course, the earthquakes are natural, but we won't have all of the depletion, man, of these natural resources that we have, man, from the wicked devil, the oppressor, who the Bible speaks of in the beginning. What he's doing on this planet, we wouldn't have all of that if we were in our proper position, if we were in our proper leadership role, if you will, man. And the reason why we ain't there is because we broke the laws. We broke the rules of the Most High God. We didn't serve the Most High God the way we were supposed to serve him. We didn't serve our own people the way we were supposed to serve them, because we not only sinned against the Most High God, we were sinning against each other, man, doing all type of wickedness, man, idolatry, all type of foolishness, man. And that's why we aren't in rulership, man. That's what happens, man, when we don't take that charge, and when we don't carry out the task, and when we don't take the obligation of being the royal priest that the Most High God chose us to be. Salaki. Could you pick up the book of Psalms, chapter 147 and verse 20? We're gonna drill this in today, man. The Most High God chose one people, man. And that one people he chose, man, we got to conduct ourselves a certain way. We got to move a certain way, man. We got to listen. We got to follow the rules, man. It's like a father in his household. A father in his household, man. A child that is not following rules. Imagine, Salaki, Adewani, y'all brothers got kids, and you know we all got sons. If when our son turns 18 and he stops following our rules and he's living in our household, what y'all gonna do? If Lil Kylo, PJ, Lil Ciroc, you know, and Judah stop following the rules of the household at 18 and he's living in your house, are you still gonna provide that household to them kids, or what would you do? Sloggy, if I may. I don't mean to get too personal, but let me know if I got a little too personal.
No, Sloggy, if I may, I ain't gotta wait till it's 18. Before 18, you better get right. You know,
damn right. That's a little late in the game, man, to get right, Sloggy. I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, man.
Yeah, you get kicked out the door before 18.
Minor years, man. You ain't following them rules, man. It's certain laws that say, man, if you are an infidel kid and you don't listen, and we bring you to them priests and you was insubordinate, man, they will put you up out of there. They will put you out. But Salaki, I digress on that. But yeah, man, it's just like the Most High God, man. How can we expect the Most High God, who we look at as Father, he's normally referred to as Abba, or he's normally referred to as our Heavenly Father in the scriptures. How can we expect him to have that hedge of protection around us if we're not following his rules? How can we expect him to understand us and even listen to us if we're disrespecting his household, i.e. this planet, this earth? How can we expect our Heavenly Father to listen to us if we are straight giving him the middle finger? We saying, forget them rules. We are literally being not only insubordinate, we are being we are just like forget all of that. Not only are we not hearing that, we're not going to do that. We're being defiant. Thank you. The water says we're being defiant, man. How do we expect a father or the Most High God to show us love, but to even hear us when we being defiant, like a child that's having a temper tantrum? You gonna whoop that child's ass. You gonna I almost said some Paul shit, but you are gonna tear that child's behind up for breaking your rules, man. And that's what the Most High God is doing to our people, man. That's why we had 400 years of slavery. I seen Django and 12 years a slave and the foolish movies that they've been making in Hollywood. That's why we had to go through that. That's why we built houses that we couldn't live in. That's why we tilled ground that we couldn't enjoy the vines thereof. That's why we had yokes of iron around our neck, man, because we literally was being defiant. We was like, forget you, God. We're gonna do our own thing. These other guys, they sound a lot better. Everybody else following them, and look, they seem like they good. Let's get in with them like we did in Egypt. And the Most High God was not with that, man. And that's why we had slavery. That's why economically we are what we are as a people. That's why so much drug addiction in our community. That's why so much depression, man, from the oppression that we received from breaking the laws from the oppressor. So why so much suppression? We can't even voice how we really, what we really want to say. We got to shut up. Like our ancestors did. They had the laughing barrels in the Jim Crow time because we was breaking the laws of the Most High God, man. And we need to get back to this priesthood. We need to get back to being royal priests. We need to get back to being royalty, man. And the only way we can do that, man, is by serving God and keeping his laws, following his rules, being obedient. And the scriptures, they keep on saying that over and over again. And it keeps on, it's like the scriptures are pleading with Israel. The scriptures are literally pleading with our people, man. You are special people. You're a peculiar people unto myself. He's telling us time and time again, you are special. You ain't got no business out there eating that trash, that pork. You ain't got no business out there sleeping with all these multiple women and not taking care of them. You ain't got it's no reason for you to be out here sleeping with multiple men and making a whore of yourself. There's no reason for you to be out here doing these drugs, destroying your mind and destroying your spirit, man. You destroy your mind and destroy your spirit every time you break any law, which is a sin, man. And the Most High God, he's pleading with us in these scriptures by telling us you are a special people, man. We are a beautiful nation, man. We are a powerful nation, man. We are a nation that we're supposed to be man, we are the nation that has created every invention in America. I mean, that's a blanket statement, but every invention you can think of, it was Israel created that. It was Negroes. I mean, that's a blanket statement, but every invention you can think of, it was Negroes that created that. It was Israel created that. It was Negroes. It's a little reverb. But with that being said, Salaki Adawan, could you read the book of Psalms, chapter 147 and verse 20? I got a little reverb. I got a little feedback.
Salaki, I lost sound on StreamYard. Can I be heard?
Yep. I can hear you. I can hear you clear, sir. I was hearing a little echo. That's probably when I was hearing the echo. I heard a little bit of that echo. But I think we pretty too for the most part, Salaki. I still hear it a little bit. That may be you. I don't know if you could cut down your sound.
Go ahead and read, and if I could be heard. The book of Psalms, chapter 147 and verse 20.
Can you read 19 and 20?
So with any nation, and as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord.
I don't want Salaki. If you could you read 19 and 20? That gives like the little precursor to that. I don't want Salaki. I don't know if you heard me. It might be my sound now. I guess you're having technical difficulties. I'm gonna read 19 and 20. I guess till we get you back out of Salaki. I can't hear you no more. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna read the book of Psalms, chapter 147, verse 19 and 20. He showeth his word unto Jacob. Who is Jacob? Jacob is Israel. Most High God gave his word to Jacob. His statutes and his judgments unto Israel. The Most High God gave his statutes and his judgments. That means he gave you his rules and he gave you his consequences. He only gave that to Israel. He didn't give that to the rest of the world. So that's why I kind of be a little confused when they be like, well, salvation is for everybody. And, these scriptures are for everybody, because when we see all people and whosoever and everybody, we see all these terms that people interpret to mean everyone. But right here, it says his statutes and his judgments were given unto Israel. He had not dealt so with any other nation. He hasn't dealt with any other nation. Other nations don't know his statutes, his commandments, or his judgments. They don't know the consequences. It's almost like everybody wants to attach the blessings to every other nation. Everybody else want to say every other nation every other nation can receive salvation. But why, when every other nation breaks the laws of the Most High God, we don't see the curses on them? Every other nation didn't go on those slave ships with iron yokes on their neck. Every other nations aren't known as bywords across the planet from every nation. There ain't more, honestly, since the Bible, there ain't more than really like 20 nations, and the other families stem from these different nations. But why no other nation has received the curses that we see that would befall on those that break the laws of God? So like, if these nations haven't seen the curses, how in the hell are they going to see the blessings? How are they going to receive the salvation for one, the Most High God has never dealt with them. He didn't give them the statutes. He didn't give them the judgments. How do they skip all of the curses but get all of the blessings? They can all be saved. If you just believe, you can be saved. But if you don't believe and you break the laws and break the rules of the Most High God, you don't receive the curses. That doesn't make any sense, man. It can't go one way. It goes both ways, man. And it goes both ways with the children of Israel. It goes both ways with the chosen people of the Most High God, man. And it says it right here. He gave his statutes and the judgments to Israel. He had not dealt so with any other nation. And as far as his judgments, oh, there we go. We getting there. They have not known them. So if no other nation is known his judgments, how do all the other nations know his blessings? Like I tasked somebody, man. That's homework, man. Who I don't know who. I really can't see who's online right now, who's listening. But that's homework for you, man. If I give you $100, I give you man. Yeah, I give you $100 if you can prove that any other nation or what other nations have received the judgments. Like what other nations have received slavery? What other judgments or what other nations have received any of the curses that the Bible said that Israel will receive if they didn't follow the Most High God's statutes and commandments, man. So this is just another scripture, man, that said that God only chose you, black man, Native Indian man, and Hispanic man. God only chose you to be priest. He only chose you to live righteously. He only chose you to be set apart, be holy. Most High God only chose you, man. It's a lot of other scriptures on that, but we gonna touch on how from the beginning the Most High chose all of Israel to be priests, and it wasn't just the Levites. I think I need to hurry up too, man. We're gonna get in the book of Exodus, chapter 19, verse 5 through 6. The book of Exodus, chapter 19 and verse 5 through 6 kind of gives us God's original plan for Israel. This is before the Levites became the Levitical priesthood. Before the Levites were chosen. I don't want Salagi, sir. I think Kawan Khan. I think High Call is trying to get back in. Kawan Khan, the water, sir.
All right, Salagi, I'm with you.
Oh no, the water for getting back in there, man. The water, sir.
No sweat.
I was about to get on the book of Exodus, chapter 19 and verse 5. This gives the Most High's original plan with the nation of Israel, man. His original plan before we started wilding out and committing idolatry and being an adulterous, fornicating nation. A lot of times when we see fornicating and adultery, some of them times ain't always talking about physical. It's a lot of times talking about spiritual. And that's what kindles the Most High God's anger, man. That's what waxes his anger hot, man, when we commit spiritual fornication, when we commit spiritual adultery. That's why adultery and fornication, which is unlawful sex, all of the fornication was consequent, or the consequence was death for those. These are all sins ain't the same. They have different weights. That's why there are different consequences for each one. And that's why fornication and adultery are the heavy sins, because the Most High God hates that, man. He hates when you commit idolatry. And we're going to see why the Levitical priesthood became the Levites, or why they became the priests, man, of that time. But originally, he wanted everybody to be priests. He wanted all of us to be royal priests, man. And we can find that in Exodus in the beginning, man. We can find that in the Old Testament. I don't want, if you're available, could you read the book of Exodus chapter 19 and verse 5 and 6?
Con, this book of Exodus chapter 19 and verse 5.
Come on.
Now therefore, if ye will obey my voice indeed and keep my commandment, my covenant, then ye shall be a peculiar treasure unto me above all people.
Damn right, that above all people again, man. We're gonna see that throughout the scriptures. We're gonna see that in the we're gonna see that in the Old Testament. We're gonna see that in multiple places. Because we had to be reminded, man. Negroes is hard-headed as hell, man. We like Negroes, they seen a pillar of fire at night that led them through the wilderness, man, when they left Egypt. They seen a cloud of smoke that led them during the day. They seen water come from a goddamn rock in the wilderness, in the desert. They seen water come from that shit. But 2 days later, they over there dancing naked around a goddamn calf. They done put their earrings and they goddamn dancing in front of the calf and shit, man. After seeing all of that, man, we are hard-headed people. So the Most High God has to remind us multiple times in these scriptures, in our Constitution. We have to see it multiple times for us to know that, man. We are hard-headed people. That's what stiff-neck means. Like, we hard-headed as hell, man. We don't listen, man. And that's why we have to see this multiple times. It's repetition, man. Repetition helps you learn. Repetition is how you remember things. Repetition is what allows things to stick with you, man. That's how you keep it in your heart, which is your brain, man. You got to see it multiple times. So we're gonna see multiple times that the Most High God wants us to be above all people, man. But He always gives us an ultimatum. He always gives us a choice, man. He says, if you will, I will. It ain't no He knows your heart and you could just come to Him with open hands and open arms and He will. There's literally always an ultimatum. We'll see that repeated in the scriptures as well, New Testament and Old. He says, if you will obey my voice indeed and keep my covenant, then ye shall be then ye shall be that royalty, then ye shall be that priest, then you shall be holy, you shall be set apart to His peculiar people, man. So Salakia, sir, could you read 6, Baba Gesha? I don't know if you're still there. You're probably having connection issues. But long story short, man, the Most High God always gives us His choice, man. He always gives us, and please, the water says, He always gives us an ultimatum. He gives us options, man. Like, we can do whatever we want. It ain't free will, but you have a choice to carry out your will, or you have a choice to carry out the Most High God's will, man. And that's why He says, if you will, I will. The water. So He said, if you will follow His voice, if you will listen to His voice, if you will keep His covenant, then ye shall be a peculiar treasure unto me above all people, for all the earth is mine. You'll be a peculiar people, man, above all people, if we obey His voice, man. Verse 6 says, if ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests and an holy nation, these are the words which thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel. So he meant for all of us to be the water. He meant for all of Israel to be a kingdom of priests. He meant for the whole kingdom to be priests. He meant for the whole nation to be priests. And that's why we see that word kingdom a lot. We see that word kingdom in the Old Testament. We also will see that a lot in the New Testament, man. We see that word kingdom in the New Testament, or the kingdom of heaven. That's how we, that I don't know if most people know what most people know how kingdoms work. Like Game of Thrones. The water, sis. I've never seen that before, Salaki. Don't have the jokes on me. Like Game of Thrones, kingdoms and shit. Oh, Salaki, excuse me, like kingdoms, like a king. When a king would expand his territory, or when a king would expand his rule outside of where the king actually lives, that expansion that he's taking over new land, that becomes the kingdom of where the king lives. That kingdom where the expansion takes place is no different than where the king lives. So that means the same rules apply there, the same pros, the same cons, the same economics are going on there. The same everything is going on in this expansion or in this extension of where the king lives. It's just like where the king lives, and that's what makes it the kingdom. Kingdom means is broken down into king's domain. That is the domain of the king. And when the king spreads his domain and takes over new territory, the same rules apply in these different places. So that's why it's called the kingdom of heaven, and will be the kingdom of priests, because the kingdom of heaven is here. The kingdom of heaven is at hand. This kingdom of heaven that is at hand, man, is an extension of the heaven where the heavenlies live, man. And that's why when we follow the rules of the Most High God and we come in the name of Christ, man, the kingdom rules are Salaki. That's when we follow the rules of the Most High. The same things that happen on in heaven is what will happen on this earth, man. When we follow the rules of the Most High God, man, we can have heaven on earth. That's why when we say the Lord's Prayer, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, is because heaven is supposed to be on earth, man. And that's when we keep his will, man. And the Most High God tells us that in the Old Testament. He tells us that in the New Testament. It's told in the prophecy, man. That's what Christ was teaching, man. for us to keep the rules of the Most High God, man, and that would allow heaven to be on earth, man. We're supposed to be living in heaven right now. What is heaven? Rulership. The oppressor is in rulership right now, man. He's living in his heaven right now because we broke the rules of the Most High God. That's why we're living in our hell right now, because we broke them rules, man. We're receiving them curses, man. What's going on in hell? Curses. What's going on in hell? Death. What's going on in hell? Wickedness, sickness, pestilence. Sickness is pestilence, you know, widespread sickness. What's going on in hell? Depression. What's going on in hell? Mental illness. Man, I don't even want to get specific on a lot of that, but mental illness is because, man, of the curses that we receive from not following the Most High God's rules, by not following his direction, man. We're supposed to be following these laws, man. And there is no more clear answer, no more clear reason than how we living right now by not following the Most High God's rules. Us not following the Most High God's rules got us living in filth right now. We living spiritually dead, man. Not only spiritually dead, man. We dying out here. Look at the young boys. Young boys is dying out here. The young boys not only is dying, we living, man. Our finances is dead. Man, take some of our finances to the morgue, man. We have to have a funeral for some of our finances because our money is spiritually dead, man. We are in debt physically, and we're in debt spiritually as well, man. That's why the Most High God has judgment coming to us, man, because of all of them laws we have broken, man. We are indebted to it, man, especially if you haven't been born again, man. And especially if you haven't especially if you haven't been born again. That's why we are spiritually dead, man. That's why a lot of our community is living the way we live in, man. Salaki. I digress on that, man, but because we're not following the rules, man. Israel, man, get to following these laws, man. Get back to the statutes, man. We got the Lord's 57th annual Passover, man. That mug is coming up in 2 weeks. That is a law that we all have to keep. And when you don't keep that, you are defying the Most High God by not keeping that law. And all y'all individualites, y'all might think that you keeping it by, I remember the Passover, and yeah, we just have our own Passover. But that's not how the Most High God told you to celebrate Passover. He didn't tell you to just remember it and you just gather like 2 of your friends and y'all can have a Passover dinner and you thinking that you did it because y'all ate together and y'all called it Passover. That's not exactly what Passover is. The Most High God gave us specific rules on how to carry out this feast. There are specific things you have to do to carry out this feast. Christ said the same thing, man. Do this in remembrance of me as often as you can. Take the bread for my body. Take the wine for my blood. During Passover, you have to drink wine. You have to eat the unleavened bread after the Feast of Unleavened Bread 7 days, man. There's rules to this. And you have to eat the lamb. All y'all vegans and y'all woke brothers and sisters that, meat is killing you. And then that's foolishness. Like the Most High God wouldn't say that he wouldn't call certain meat food if we wasn't supposed to be eating it. He wouldn't ordain certain things to be food if we weren't supposed to be eating it. So saying all that to say, man, there are rules we have to follow, man, and it's for a reason, man. Like these statutes, like the Passover that's coming up. The reason why the Most High God wants us to remember that yearly, the reason why the Most High God wants us to follow it to a T is so we can remember. So you can remember and so you can recollect what the Most High did for our ancestors, man. Like we in captivity right now. We in slavery right now. How you think you're going to get up out this slavery? You're going to get up out this captivity and you're not even remembering how the Most High God killed your enemies in 3,000 years ago. You're not remembering that. You're not remembering that by not keeping this feast in the proper way. It's reasons why we have to eat the unleavened bread for 7 days. You eat the unleavened bread for 7 days to remember what your ancestors had to do. Your ancestors had to skip town that night. They didn't have time to put leaven in the bread. Sisters ain't have time to put leaven in the bread, so they had to skip town with the bread without the leaven. Still had to skip town with food, man, but they had to skip town without the leaven, man, because the Most High God was freeing us, man. We got to remember that type of stuff. We got to remember how the Most High God killed the firstborn of our enemies. We got to remember those 10 plagues that the Most High God came down with on our enemies, man. We got to remember how the Most High God split that water. I know it's hard for some people to imagine that, but the Most High God split the sea for our people to escape from our enemies, and then he swallowed them. He swallowed them devils up, man. He swallowed them devils up. That's why you were supposed to remember the Passover. That's why we keep the statutes. The statutes are the times. Statutes are these feasts that we keep. We got to keep those along with the commandments as well, man. But there's reasons for all of this, man. The Most High God wants us to live righteously. He wants us to remember what he did to get us out of it. If we remember what he did to get us up out of this captivity, or up out of that captivity, then we would understand. Then we would believe that the Most High God has the power to get us up out of this captivity. This captivity, Salaki. We would actually have faith that the Most High God will get us up out of this captivity. We'll have faith that the Most High God will pull miracles to kill our enemies, man. And the Most High God, man, it says that in Revelations. He who led into captivity shall go into captivity. He who killed with the sword will be killed with the sword, man. It's no possible way that you can actually believe that, man, if you're not remembering what the Most High did in the past with our ancestors. If you're not remembering, if you're not keeping, you don't have faith if you ain't keeping these laws, man, because you don't even have faith in you don't even have faith that salvation is keeping, or those will be saved, or those who endure in keeping the law. Endure to the end is keeping the law. So we can never, you can never say that you have faith. You can never say that you believe in Christ. You can never say that you believe in these scriptures if you aren't keeping the laws. If you aren't doing your duty as a priest today, if you aren't doing, if you aren't teaching your people to keep the laws, man, if you aren't teaching your people to keep the word of the Most High God, you can never have faith. Your faith is, you don't even have the faith. You have no faith. You don't even have the faith of a mustard seed if you're not following the laws. You following the Most High God's word, you following Christ's word, which is keep his commandments, is you having faith. That's you believing in what these scriptures say. That's you believing that you actually will be saved. You got to believe, man, that we got a Father in heaven, man, that will fight for us, that will go up the back. Yo, Slaki, I think Hyatt Carl is in the back room, sir. Oh, come on. The water, sir. So I digress on that, man. We supposed to be a kingdom of priests, man. We supposed to be an extension of the Most High, his angels, man. We supposed to be an extension of that on earth, man. Heaven is supposed to be on earth. Heaven can only come on earth if we follow his heavenly rule, if we follow his rules, if we follow his laws. There are laws in heaven. Ain't not one angel breaking no law, or else he wouldn't be in there. Like the whole concept, oh yeah, I got you. The whole concept of the devil, he's crazy, man. Christianity is, man, indoctrination at its best, dogma at its best. These Negroes believe that the devil is doing what he wants to do. The devil is doing exactly what he wants to do on earth. He goes up into heaven and he can rebel against God who created heaven. What kind of God do we believe in if we believe in a God that would let his own angels rebel against him? Slaki, what you got, sis?
No, I know you haven't seen it. I was referring back to the Game of Thrones, but I was about the devil. However, the concept that you're bringing up about the priesthood, that certain laws the children of certain families could not follow. If they did follow, that would shun them from priesthood or for the next step into being the priest.
Slaki, just for clarity on that, I'm gonna get you a mic. Just for clarity, say that again. There were certain laws
certain laws and things that the children of kings could not do.
Mm-hmm.
If they did do it, aka let's call it fornication, unlawful sex.
Mm-hmm.
Certain things, it would null and void them.
It's a mic. Is it a microphone? Oh, right. If not, it's too wild.
It was basically, I'm saying
the water, sir.
I'm basically using Game of Thrones as it's about the devil, but I'm using it to the biblical part of it as far as the royal priesthood.
The same principles.
It's the same principles of where they are trying to follow the law to get expansion, to get certain things. And if, for example, a bastard child, someone who was not had a father that was of the royal bloodline, that son was kicked out and exiled to work a job that was not feasible for a prince, for example. So like what you're stating in the class today, it just reminds me of how the devil puts these things in Hollywood and media and movies. And if we really break down, of course, they have all kind of secular things in those shows, but however come down to it is that there are certain rules and bloodlines that only accepted you to be able to rule certain kingdoms.
Damn right.
And so it just brought that to my remembrance. And
damn right. Clap that up right there, man. The water for that says damn right. But it's the same principles, man. The whole monarchy, or the principles of a monarch, or the principles of monarchy, are the same principles in these scriptures of royalty. The same principles, like where the whole idea, or the whole concept of kings and queens and royalty across the boards come from the same principles of kingship, royalty, monarchy. It's the same principles that are in the scriptures, man. And it's crazy how it's exactly the same, but we don't see it. The water for seeing that. You peep something that majority of people don't see. It's the same exact way. If unfortunately, if there was a bastard child, well, I wouldn't even say a bastard child. If a sister was to have a child, of a father that is not of the bloodline, that child does not receive the inheritance because he's not a part of the family, man. The person, the fruit by the seed. The fruit is a child. We call out, we all refer to our children as seeds. You know your seed by the fruit that he is. Apples and oranges is like the conversation. Orange can't have an apple. And if that orange was to get in that family, that's a totally different tree. And he would not be associated. He would not inherit. He would not adopt the same promises, man, that would, that go along. So it's the same principles, man, to the T. If you don't follow certain rules, you will be banished from that kingdom. If you're not following the law, just like Americans, you in America, you don't follow the laws of America, your behind is going to jail. And when you go to jail under the 14th Amendment, you become a slave. That means you are not a citizen no more. You have no rights to that citizenship. It is the same exact. I don't see how we don't be seeing that. It's literally hand in hand. It's literally the same exact thing. When you don't follow the rules, you get banished, man. So why do we think it's different with God? Because Christ, all you gotta do is believe, and you confess with your mouth. That's foolishness, man. The Christian church lied to you, man. Your Christian pastor lied to you, man. He said all you gotta do is believe in your heart and confess with your mouth, and you good. That Negro lied to you, and that's why woe to that shepherd that's not feeding his flock. You're not feeding your flock. You starving your flock of this word. You starving your flock of this bread, this spiritual bread, man, by telling them you ain't got to follow these laws. You ain't got to be no priest, royal priesthood. What the hell is, hey, man, you put that tithe in. You turn it, lock the doors back there. Send them tithes and you will be blessed. That's what your preacher is teaching you. But that's foolishness, man. That's foolishness. Con out of one con.
It's like a very, very heavy point that you were bringing out. And just to go ahead and give a precept for that, if I may. Thing is, just like you said, how Christianity have it confused and just all the way spent out in a different way, making it seem like the Most High doesn't have control in heaven and in His kingdom.
The water for that heavy.
You know what I'm saying? So all you gotta do is go to and this is something familiar that all Christians claim that they know, and that's the Lord's Prayer that's found in the book of Matthew chapter 6. In verse 9, and right there in the 10th verse, it says it right there: "Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven." So let you know just how what you brought out is the same laws and righteousness is going on in heaven. It's our prayer that happens here on earth.
Damn right. I don't want to appreciate it. We're gonna clap that up, man. How could it not be? How could the same thing we praying for? How could the same thing, if the Most High God has rules down here and He wants us to conduct ourselves in a certain way, how could the same thing not be going on in heaven? Like, it's asinine to think that is separate, and what's going on down here is different. Like if the Most High if God has rules down here, it's definitely rules up top. It's definitely rules in the heavenlies where the angels dwell. And you got to be a goddamn fool to think that the devil is doing what he wants to do. You are a fool if you think that the devil, like that there was a war in heaven. You better reread the full chapter that you think that you're talking about. There was a war in heaven where a third of the stars were cast down by the tail of that little war that they thinking went on in heaven in Revelations. You better reread that chapter because you are sadly mistaken. There was never a war in heaven. That's foolishness. Who is God going to war with? If this is the creator who created heaven, he created it, but he created a condition to where there can be opposition. Yo,
La.
Like yo, like y'all gotta stop watching. Y'all gotta get up out of that mythology. We taking the 3 M's up out of the scriptures, man. And I got this from Officer Hadar, the Adawan, the mighty Adawan priest and prophet, man. Officer Hadar. How we can objectively learn and read the Bible is by subtracting the 3 M's from the Bible. We subtract the 3 M's. We subtract the mythology, we subtract the magic, and we subtract the mysticism. Or Shalaki, is that the 3 M's, sir? The 3 M's. Like we thinking that, and that's what's wrong with y'all too. Y'all niggas think that there's angels that can have sex with people. Y'all think angels can come from the heavenlies and be a spirit and lay rod and cast seed into a woman for that egg to be germinated. That's what's wrong with y'all. Y'all believe in Hercules and y'all believing in Thor and all that. Y'all need that, man. Leave that to them devils, man. That's them devil stories. That is the devil's beliefs, man. That mythology of demigods, and that is foolishness, man. Y'all better leave that to the oppressor. Leave that to the devil, man. That's what he believes in. He believes in that freaky junk that a angel can have sex with a woman. So that means that the angels got a gender. And if the angels got a gender, why on earth would the angels that have a gender, why would they skip all of that heavenly box to come down and get some earthly box? Why are they skipping all of that perfect heavenly box and they coming down to get some? I don't know. We just got to make it practical. Like that is asinine. If there are genders with the angels, you done lost your mind thinking that the angels have a gender. And I think it's somewhere in the scriptures that say the angels don't have a gender. They say we would be like the angels, no gender. And what is that? I know Percepticon, you might know what I'm talking about, but it said we would be like the angels at a certain point, having no gender. And that was talking about the regeneration, though. That was the context of it, but there's no gender in angels anyway. So that kills your whole argument saying that they're giants and Nephilim and angels had sex. That's foolishness, man. Y'all stay up out of that, man. That's mythology. That's the oppressor's belief. That is the devil's culture, man. Stay up out of that, man. That's what got y'all wilding out, man, over the scriptures. What you got?
I was reiterating the truth is that the people of God sinned and God allowed consequences to come upon them, which is why we are in captivity. But the oppressor makes it thinks that it's an entity, or aka the devil, Lucifer, who allows all of this to happen. Like, I just clarification on that.
So, all right, so Shalakia, I'm gonna break it down to you. The devil is the reason, and when we say the devil, we use the oppressor interchangeably with the devil because he is the devil that the Bible speaks of, like the serpent, because the creation story is allegory. Creation story is nothing, it's all figurative. That serpent that slithered up, the most subtle beast of the field, that beast, human beings were known as beasts in the scriptures too as well. That beast was the progenitors of the white man or the oppressor, Shalakia. So to say that, all right, so what Satan does, the adversary, or what the devil does, Shalakia, if I may, what the devil does, I'm going to bring up the story of Christ. After Christ fasted, he was tempted of the devil. What does temptation mean? Temptation means to be tested. So the devil is literally an angel that is sent out here to test us. For you to know that a sword is a legit sword, you know that this sword is tried. Tried as a test. You're trying something, that you're testing it. You know that this sword is worthy of warfare, or this sword is ready to be used. You have to try it and test it. For you to refine a heavy metal, it has to be tried and tested for it to be refined in its perfect form. So the Most High God uses Satan, or the devil, which is an angel of the Most High God. He's one of the most obedient angels to the Most High God, one of the most obedient. That's why we read in the book of Job, the devil has to get permission until he goes and tries Job. So Satan, being the most obedient angel, he's used to test us. And the Most High God tests us for us to make the right decisions, so he knows that we are worthy to receive or to be in leadership. That's literally what the devil is sent here for. He's literally here to test you. And the Most High God is sitting there looking. He's grading that test. He's looking at it, waiting to see what you're going to do. You have the free will and the choice to make your own decisions. It wouldn't even be worth it to make this the kingdom of heaven if the Most High God could just choose and control us and make us do what he wants to do. It would only make sense if he would create us, his creation that is in his image, just like him, with the same. We got the same, almost the same abilities, not the same abilities, but we have the same characteristics. He made us in his image for a reason, because he wants us to have rulership over this planet. The only way we can be, the only way we can get not the okay, but the only way we can get the, I guess I'll say blessing, or the only way we can get rulership of this planet is if we pass the tests that are given to us by the devil. So the devil is here to flood you with confusion. To confuse you from not following the law. That's what the devil is put here to do, to test you, to tempt you to not follow the law. The Most High God wants to see if you're worthy of being in rulership. You worthy of being in rulership when you pass those tests. When the devil comes and say, "Hey, bro, goddamn, you see that fine ass shorty over there? You need to go and smash that. It don't matter if she got a husband. It's cool. You need to go and get that." In your brain, you battling. Every demon and every devil has never came. They always coming in they're coming with, it sounds like you. That's the only way you would listen to a demon. The only way you would listen to a demon is if he sounded like you. So the devil is coming in your voice, and he's coming as a voice in your head, telling you to break the law. And the Most High God is ready to grade you on that law. Damn, do I have to judge this? I mean, he's going to judge it anyway. Do I have to send consequences for this test that he just failed? Like, I mean, you're going to get a grade for it, and you either get like Judah in class. He gets a sticker if he passes and does well, and if he doesn't, your parents will know, and then there will be reconciliation. It will be recompense for that. There'll be consequences. So that's exactly what the devil is doing. The Most High God sends the devil out to test you, to refine you, and that's why tribulation. That's why we baptize with that fire, man, to refine us, man, for us to be in rulership. We will never be legit or the proper rulers if we haven't gone through tests and made the right decisions. So we got to be tested daily. I don't know if that makes sense. The water says, but yeah, man, that's what the Most High God does with the devil, and the devil ain't in control of nothing. He is literally going up and down that same ladder that Jacob seen them angels going up and down. The devil's going up and down it too, reporting and asking for permission. You get that permission, all right, cool. He going in completing the order. And that's why the UPK, man, we fashion ourselves after the kingdom of heaven, man. It's all rank and order, man. We following the laws, and we are we got rank and order, man. And that's exactly how it is in heaven. There's rank and order. That's why you have archangels, which means the arch over. The archangels are the high angels. Those are like the generals of the angels. And then you have regular angels. It's rank. It's order. Everything is organized in order. So it's the same thing, man. I digress on that. But yeah, that's Khan, sir.
It's like, just to clarify one thing as far as what you're talking about with the angels, and then even us, being the gender thing.
Khan.
Yeah, we can definitely get clarity from the men above us on that one, but we don't want to teach that part as far as, you know what I'm saying, us not having a gender at some point. And as far as like with the angels, yeah, they are considered, you know, a ministering spirit. That's what scripture, you know, refers to them as. But then you also have to realize too is, you know, when they came in the form of men. And it's even like a
Salakia, sir. No,
yeah,
that's
so
a fact. That's a fact,
so
sir.
it's even like a spiritual masculinity type of deal.
Salakia, Khan. Nah, you 100% right. I didn't mean to blur that, but yeah, Khan, the water for that. Just like the Most High God is known as a man. The angels, you got Michael, you got Raphael, you got Gabriel. These were men. These were masculine angelic beings. So Salakia for that. I didn't mean to blur the lines on that. But they did come as men. Salakia on that. Khan. The water for that. Where we at with it? Dang, I wanted to get in on how the Levites became the priest. Dang, all right, yeah, we'll get into how the Levites became the priest. We can get into when God appointed Aaron, or let's get into the story of how the Levites became the priest. We can find that in the book of Exodus, chapter 32. There's a few of them. I don't know. You got. Are you available to read, sir? Still,
Khan, I'm too up.
Khan, I don't want Khan the water, sir. If we could, can we get to the book of Exodus, chapter 32, in verse 21, and it's gonna be a good little good few verses. This kind of gives us the context and it gives us the understanding of the story of how the Levites or the sons of Aaron, because Moses was a Levite as well, how the Levites became or what caused them to be blessed into being the priest or getting the original priesthood. Lucky. But it'll be verse 20, Exodus 32 and verse 21 through 29. Quick 8 verses.
All right, this is the book of Exodus, chapter 32 and verse 21. And Moses said unto Aaron, what did this people unto thee, that thou hast brought so great a sin upon them? Verse 22. And Aaron said, let not the anger of my Lord wax hot. Thou knowest the people, that they are set on mischief.
Okay, so Salaki, just to give context right there, that's this is Moses checking Aaron. He coming down, he came down from that mountaintop. He threw them 10 commandments down, and he's seeing these cats dancing around a golden calf. They commit idolatry. He wasn't up there 2 months. He was up there a month. Up there, about 30 days or so, I believe. Or I don't know if this was the 40 days and 40. No, this was the 40 days and 40 nights. He was up there a month and some change. He sees them down there. He comes and hollers at Aaron like, yo, what are y'all doing? Like, you was in charge. I left you in charge, Negro. And how did these people get you to create this golden calf and okay it? So Salaki, that's just a little bit of the context of what's going on. So Aaron is like, man, these Negroes are set on that foolishness. They set on the FS. They set on the BS, man. And they basically, he's saying that they made them do it, or they basically got them to do it because they were set on mischief. Salaki, sir.
No sweat. Verse 23. For they said unto me, make us gods, which shall go before us. For as for this Moses, the man that brought us up out the land of Egypt, we wot not what is become of him.
They wanted guys that they could see right then and there, even though Moses was up there talking to the God. Moses was up there talking to the Most High. They wanted a guy they could see right then and there. That's what's wrong with us, man. Us as a people, man, we set on instant gratification. Us as a people, we set on what we can see right in front of us versus what we can see, period, man. We missed the forest for the trees. We focused on the trees, but we ain't looking at the bigger picture and seeing the entire forest. That's what's wrong with us as a people. We stiff-necked, we hard-headed, we are impatient, man, as a people, man. And that's what's wrong with these people. They wanted a guy that they could see right then and there. They wanted a God that the heathens served. They seen these heathen nations serving a God that they could see face to face, and it was shiny and it was nice and pretty. They wanted that type of God versus the God that was up on that mountaintop with them sparks flying and that thunder roaring. And they wanted the God they could see right there, man. So they say, nah, we want to make us a God right here and now. Salaki, sir.
Right. And it's like, if I may, very heavy point, and it just shows just how you talking about before, how we're stiff-necked people. And you know what I'm saying, we don't know what we want. It's one of those, grass is greener on the other side type of deal. Because
every time,
reading up, in the earlier chapter, the reason they even sent Moses up there was because they were scared to have the Most High talk to them. So when they had a guy that was going to sit up there and be in their face and talk to them, they were scared and said, "No, let us not even hear anymore, lest we die." And that's the reason Moses even had to go up there. Now they want to be like, "Oh, let me give it a God right here in front of us." You know what I'm saying? It's like they're trying to, be that reed in the wind, going back and forth, not knowing, what really do. Slacking.
That reed, sir. That goddamn reed, man. But now, Khan, now for real though, man, they seen God wanted to come and talk to the children of Israel. He wanted to meet them face to face. He's like, "Yo, y'all my people. Yo, I'm about to pull up." He pulled up. Them Negroes like, "Hell no, we don't want that smoke. We don't want them clouds. This nigga we about to die." That nigga was crackling and popping, and nigga lightning bolts popping out, and storm clouds coming, and nigga was roaring up. The most, I don't want. Our father was roaring up. They said, "We don't want none. That's too much. You go and deal with them, Moses." So yeah, man, he tried to show himself. He tried to be the living God to these people, and they rejected him. That's why Moses was up there in the first place. And by them rejecting him, when Moses went up there to mediate, and when Moses went up there to be that liaison or that connection or that middleman between man and God, these damn fools went down there and took all their jewelry, their earrings, and put it in a fire. And Aaron said a goddamn calf jumped out. This nigga crazy. That's how you know this our book, my Negroes. He didn't admit to nothing. He said the gold jumped in there and a calf jumped out. Keep on reading. You gonna see it. This nigga crazy. It's Locky.
No sweat. Verse 24. And I said unto them, "Whosoever hath any gold, let them break it off." So they gave it to me. Then I cast it into the fire, and there came out this calf.
He said he casted the gold into the fire and a calf jumped out. You can't make this up, man. That's a Negro for sure, man. But yeah, man, they created the calf, man, because they needed to see something shiny. They needed to see greener grass in their face. Right. They needed to see something nice. They needed to see what everybody else was seeing and what everybody else was worshiping. They wanted to be like the rest of the world when they couldn't grasp or they couldn't internalize that we are peculiar people. We are separate. We are different. Our God isn't like their God. Our ways aren't like their ways, but we wanted to be just like everybody else. We wanted a golden calf, just like Egypt. And that's where we dropped the ball at. So it's like, let's see what God did to them people for dropping the ball, trying to be like everybody else. This is what will happen to you, Israel, for trying to be like everybody else, trying to serve everybody else's God, not knowing who you are and not serving the Most High God.
Verse 25. Come. And when Moses saw that the people were naked, for Aaron had made them naked unto their shame among their enemies.
Slaki Adawan, if I may, correct me if I'm wrong. This nakedness actually is not talking literally.
Right.
This is a spiritual nakedness. It's the same nakedness that our forefather and foremother felt in the very first sin by breaking God's laws. They felt naked because they were ashamed. Like it's like imagine yourself being naked in public. You would be ashamed, but it wasn't a physical nakedness though. They were ashamed because now you being naked, it's almost like you don't have not protection. You're not covered. You being naked, you're not covered by the Most High. Slacky, sir, if I'm saying that right. I don't know if you have a better way of saying that, but they felt naked because now they weren't covered by the Most High God. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, sir. But I know that is the same nakedness that Adam and Eve received when they broke the first law. It wasn't a literal nakedness. That's why people thought that it was naked. They got them leaves and they put some twine on it and sewed it together and they covered up the private parts and stuff. Nah, that ain't that, man. It's an internal nakedness. It's a countenance that they were wearing, and their countenance was exposed. When you're naked, you're exposed. So they were literally exposed by following the rules and breaking the laws of the Most High God. And that's the same shame that Adam and Eve got in the beginning.
Right.
Come on. Slack it, sir.
No sweat. Verse 26.
Come on.
Then Moses stood in the gates of the camp and said, who is on the Lord's side?
This when they get gangster.
Let him come unto me. And all the sons of Levi gathered themselves together unto him.
Them boys took the charge. them boys said, we with you, Moses. It's his tribe. I mean, I'm not saying that that's why, but the Levites, they said, we ain't with all of that. We wasn't, they naked. We ain't naked. We ain't even throw our jury in. Now, let me stop though. I ain't gonna say that because we can't read that in the scriptures, but they said we will take the charge. We are on the Lord's side. We ain't with that. What do we need to do? What it was the call, Moses to send out the call. Them boys took the call. This when it gets real. It's like
Verse 27.
Mm-hmm.
And he said unto them, thus saith the Lord God of Israel.
Right.
Put every man his sword by his side, and go in and out from gate to gate throughout the camp, and slay every man his brother, and every man his companion, and every man his neighbor.
Come on, sir. That Negro Moses said, hey, we about to cleanse this land. We about to cleanse this nation. We about to cut this poison out. that golden calf and them brothers and sisters that had that wickedness on them, they pumped that poison into Israel. We about to cut this tumor off. We about to cut the cancer out. He said, get your swords together and let's ride. Let's spin. Moses said, hey, let's spin. Like, yo, every one of these wicked brothers and sisters, they got to go, because one apple spoils the whole bunch, or a few apples will spoil the whole bunch, man. And if we don't cut the cancer out, or if we don't cut that poison out, we don't cut in there and squeeze that poison up out of there, then that poison is gonna ruin the rest of our nation. So Moses said, hey, man, y'all get it together, man. We get them swords, get them blitz. I mean, get them strapped, get them swords, and let's go. So let's lay every man his brother and his companion. That's the wives too. To my knowledge, that companion, that's them brothers and them wives. We're gonna slay their families, man, because there won't be no more wickedness. It won't be any more of this doctrine that these households believe in. Because if the head, which is the man, believes in it, then his rib will believe in it. So if we slay the brothers and the ribs are still alive, and these ribs just happen to still be in the nation, then they're still going to pump the poison because they have received the doctrine from their heads. They still have that poison up in them. So he said, we're going to get the companions too. It's like it, sir. Come on, sir.
You ready for 28?
Yes, sir.
Verse 28. And the children of Levi did according to the word of Moses. And there fell of the people that day about 3,000 men.
Them brothers smited 3,000 brothers and sisters. 3,000, they smited 3,000 or 3,000 men. It says 3,000 men. So I mean that's probably what they counted normally in Israel. What they counted, like when it came to like household, they normally numbered the men. So that 3,000 is the men. It probably was more because they smited their companions too. But they counted the heads, man. So they smited 3,000 brothers, man. At least 3,000 brothers, man. And that's from that idolatry, man. So this is what Levi did. Levi took the call to carry out the judgment that the Most High God had for those who were idolatrous to him and idolatrous to his word. Those who chose and fornicated with another God. The Most High God said these brothers deserve death. They got to go. And Moses carried that out. He gave the order with Levi, and Levi took the order. So Levi technically is one of the first tribe. I ain't gonna say the first tribe, but they took that order to carry out the word of the most God, the word of the Most High. And that's literally what a priest is. A priest is someone who carries out the duty of the Most High. And that's what the Levites, they were the first tribe to carry out the duty of the Most High God out of captivity. And that's what separated these brothers to be those to carry out the duty, because they did it willingly. They didn't do it as they had to do it. They did it willingly. They did it with a contrite heart. Well, they did it willingly, man. They were the first ones to carry out the duties of the priesthood. That's why they were chosen and anointed to be the priesthood. Until we got Christ, of course. It's like, is a little more on there?
Verse 29 is next if you want that.
Yeah, we'll take that. We'll take that. Yes, sir. To knock it out.
Verse 29. For Moses had said, consecrate yourselves today to the Lord, even every man upon his son and upon his brother.
Separate yourselves. Consecrate.
He may bestow.
Come.
That he may bestow upon you a blessing this day.
That blessing he bestowed upon these brothers was the Levitical. Well, he didn't give them Levitical priesthood that day. We can find the Levitical priesthood was given to these brothers in chapter. This is 32. Well, we see it before then. This is just giving the backstory. They gave the backstory in chapter 32. You can find these brothers being anointed as the Levitical priests in chapter 28. But yeah, that's the blessing that these brothers receive, man, to carry out the duty, man. And long story short, man, to bring it all home, it is a blessing to carry out the duty of the Most High God. It's not only our obligation, it's an obligation to carry out the duties. It is an obligation to share the word of the Most High. It is an obligation for us to teach our brothers and sisters. It's an obligation for us to wake our brothers and sisters up to their identity. That's our task as priests, man. That is what we agreed to when we said we was going to follow Christ. That was Christ's task. That was Christ's whole objective, to wake the lost sheep up. Christ came for the lost sheep. He didn't come for nobody else. Every time you see Christ saying who salvation is for, every single time, I give someone $1,000 if you could show me Christ saying that salvation was for everybody. I'll give you $1,000. Anybody out there in cyberspace, prove me wrong. Every time Christ said who salvation was for, who he came for, and when you see the prophecies of who Christ came for, those prophecies who Christ said he came for was salvation of the lost sheep of Israel. I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of Israel. That's what Christ came for, man. So it is our duty, it is our obligation, man, to wake our people up, man. We here to give you identity, man. We here to show you who you are, man. We here to get you up out of that dirt, man. We here to get you, we here to get it up out the mud with you, man. We was in the mud, man. We was in the mud at first, man, but it's time to come up out of there. We can't be in the mud forever. The only way we can do that is by following the laws of the Most High God. The only way we can do that is by following the word, following his word and his rules. That's how we get up out of the low state in the dust of the ground, man. Consecrate yourself, man. Separate yourself from the world, man. We got to come up out of her, man. Man, damn, that was the beginning, Salakia. The beginning was it was basically the history on the Levitical priesthood, and I really didn't get into that. I want to get into the royal priesthood in the order of Melchizedek, and that's the order that we are supposed to be living in today. That's the order we're supposed to be carrying out today. This is the order that the Most High originally wanted Israel to carry out. The Most High God originally ordained all of Israel to be priests. And I wanted to get into the transfer of that Levitical priesthood to the order of Melchizedek, but we'll do that next time, man. I think we'll do that next week. We'll be back next week. We're gonna get into the second half of this. Dang, I took too long on the first half. So Salakia, man, we're gonna get into the order of Melchizedek. We're gonna get into the royal priesthood. And we're gonna leave it at that, man. This is your charge for the night. Be the priest that the Most High God chose you to be. Carry out your priestly duties. Wake your people up. Be the mediator of your people, man, to connect your people to God and follow the laws, the statutes and commandments, man. Come out to the Passover, which is gonna be in Houston, Texas. Passover, Houston, Texas will be April 4th. I think that's like in 2 weeks. Y'all come on out, man. Come and get some of this good lamb. Y'all come and enjoy some of these good activities we're gonna have going on. Y'all come and get some of this good brotherhood, get some good sisterhood. There's gonna be plenty of brothers, plenty of sisters out there having a good time, man. Following the laws, following these statutes. We're gonna be carrying out the Passover in its proper way, in its proper perspective. Carrying out the Passover in the way that it's supposed to be carried out. So come out to Houston. It's gonna be in Houston, Texas. Passover, April 4th. Pay your Passover fees, and let's get it, man. Let's get this royal priesthood going. You are a royal people. You're a special people. You are you are a set apart people. We are charged to be holy, and if we could just follow the Most High God's laws and rules, then He'll hear our prayers and heal our land. So, Salaki, with that being said, I'm gonna pass the class over to the mighty priest and prophet, Mawasar, for the class announcements.
Class, huh? ISUPK security announcements. You got an ISUPK started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Room for a new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They have to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Times, which is commandments, numbers 18 and 21, Malachi 3, 8 through 10. Means tenth in the Hebrew, my Aisha. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you gets a treasury department or a teacher. Priest wives, we will offer for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations, once again, it is the Passover 2026 in Houston, Texas. You know, hey, look, Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians, you make up the 12 tribes of Israel, you are welcome. Any other race outside of that? Nah, don't even try it. You know? So come and have a good time in Houston, Texas. Hey, look, the fee is only $200.
Yes, sir. Yeah, right.
You know? You spend more than that for the pagan holidays, Christmas, Valentine's Day, all that.
Damn right, sir.
So come on, I know you can. Hey, look, $200, really? That ain't much.
Okay.
Remind Akim and Akwaf to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pants, 10 pins, and scarves. So with that, you want courtesy salute to the men of Israel. Men of Israel, Amazim, Amaz Shabbat, Amaz, Rock.
Yahweh Shemi outside Rakatah.
And we said translate from Hebrew to English as Lord bless you in the name of Christ. Down on top, hands down. Give my courtesy salute to the sister in the class and sisters online. Men of Israel, SARS, which means to turn. Turn to the sister, Amajim. Men of Israel, Amaz Shabbat, Amaz, Rock.
Yahweh Shema come by Shemi outside.
And we said translate from Hebrew to English is Lord, watch over you in the name of Christ. Down the top, hands down, class dismissed.
That's right. I ain't gonna lie, that arrow was hiding on me when I first was using it. I couldn't find it for a minute.
Oh, yeah. I already ended it.
Hey, Shalom, Lord Christ. It's Officer 5000 Jeremiah, the camp leader of Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm here to invite you, Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian people, to the ISUPK 57 Annual Passover, hosted by Commanding General Yohana, the leader of this nation, Saturday, April 4th, at the BH Ranch, Houston, Texas. Shalom.